So we're gonna see how to move Jasmine to the wheelchair. This is Jasmine's wheelchair. So when we move the wheelchair closer to the bed, first of all, hook up the ventilator. There's a hook here, right here, to hold the ventilator. All right, so we're ready to hook up the ventilator with the chair. So you can see very easily, like this is a hook attached to the wheelchair. So we just need to slide in, make it very easy to get it, hold it, very secure. Now the ventilator is attached to the wheelchair, so we just try to organize the circuit a little bit before we transfer Jasmine. All right, we also need the battery to be connected. Okay, so here's the battery sitting right here. So connect to the ventilator. I'm not ready yet, so I'm gonna turn it off for now. All right, and there's a Velcro to tie it up. The battery is not moving away. So it's, you can see in here, it's very tightly with each other. Okay, now I'm gonna make this chair little bit like this way, so for me to easily sitting her in when I transfer her. We have this blue pad just to prevent any leaking, right? So in case a leaking, it doesn't make the contaminate the chair. So we always put some sort of blue pad. This is on the pad. Okay. It's always a good idea to suction her trach to get a potential secretion out before you transfer her. Now, I'm gonna turn on the ventilator right here. So I just silence, okay, so it's otherwise too noisy, right? So this ventilator is ready. We always sanitize the connecting part. Use the alcohol pad before we move her, every time. Now this one's ready, so now I'm gonna take her. Jabby, ready? Alright. Then, basically I'm gonna lift her up and turn the center like into the chair, in the middle of the chair. Are you ready, Jabby? Okay, let's go. Let's remove the things. Make a little bit flat. All right. We're gonna go to the chair, okay, Jabby? 1, 2, 3. All right. Stay there. Let's go. All right. Make this arm against my chest, so then I can transfer like this. Then sit her in the middle of the chair. Then quickly hook up with the ventilator. All right, and make sure she's sitting in the middle. Then she can tolerate about 15 seconds of the ventilator. So the transfer usually take less than 10 seconds. Good. Now we're gonna show how to position her correctly when she's in the chair. So the first thing is we want to make sure her butt is sitting right in the center of the chair. If you can take from here and see, maybe a little bit easier. And we have this lateral, right? And again, she has a scoliosis covered this way. So we want to make sure this lateral, first she's sitting, her body is in the center of the chair. So I use my hand to measure like equal distance from the two sides. So I know her body is in the center. That's the first thing we want to make sure. Then we use this lateral. If you can take a picture from here. This lateral, this lateral, that I know she's in the center, right? Then we close this lateral support. So make sure her curve is taken care of. Now I close this side. I know she's sitting in the center of the chair, and the curve has been like taken care of by the lateral support. So now she's pretty much good in the position, in the right position. Now we're gonna close this connect is right here. We're gonna close this belt. The seat belt right here. Come on, what? Then button clicking. Then we have the little things here to wrap the circuit, so make sure she doesn't have air leak. Because she has uncuffed trach, we need to make sure the position, the circuit has a good position. Her trach, usually it's like, if it's like this, usually have air leak. Like this. I'm just demonstrating. And so we want to make sure this trach is curved like this way. This black triangle on the top. This black triangle is at a trach, like this is flex end, this is her trach, right? So if you can see, the black triangle need to on the top. And make sure this is laterally curved with the trach. And here we use this little clip to make sure everything in place, like that. So now she's perfect. Right, Jabby? You're good. You smile. Then we can sit her up a little bit. When I recline back, it's just for easily position her and transfer her. So this is for tilt forward, backward, like a recline. And this is the brake. So you brake it, it cannot move. You're up, and you can go. Now we're gonna put a little tray with the wheelchair. Little button here. Once we open it, then we can lift it up. This armrest. And when we reach the right position, we close it. It locked. It clicked. It locked over there. So this is the right height. This side is the same thing. This side has the same structure. We lift it up, then we close it. It's over there. So this is her tray for the chair with the wheelchair. Jabby, hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up, okay? We'll put a tray on. Okay, Jabby? So sliding, hands up. On the chair. Oh, good job, Jabby. Good. This side. Good. Good job, Jabby. And we're sliding. When you're sliding, you want to align the tray with the armrest. Right, Jabby? And she has a contraction, usually to this way. So we want to correct her. When you correct her, you just lift up her body with the two shoulders up, and then she can turn. And also you can move her head a little bit because she has a contraction to that way. Can you turn, Jabby? Not really. Then now you can turn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good job. And we will do the exercise for her, squeezing ball, stuff like that. We will demonstrate in another video. Good. Good girl, Jabby. You good. Sometimes the vent circuit tangled with chair. We'll demonstrate how to fix that. Sometimes the vent circuit can be tangled badly. This yellow stuff supposed to be on the top, but if we let it go to the bottom. So you can see the black triangle on top of the tray need to be on the top. If it's not, which means this silicone tube is twisted, which apply pressure to her airway. Over time it's gonna develop granulation. So that's the thing we need to avoid. As you can see, twisted here as well. The whole circuit pretty much badly twisted. As you can see from here to here, it's not in the right position. And this is gonna cause, as I mentioned, it's gonna cause granulation. So I'm gonna demonstrate how we first disconnect. This is HME. It's pretty easy to disconnect. Leave it here. She tolerated for about 20 seconds. So you can see we want to go with this shape, right? And the way we twist it, let's go back here first. If you can see the whole picture, then I first sort it out, straighten out the tubing. Then now it's pretty straight. Then go here along this hook. Then we connect it. We connect, but you can see it's still twisted somewhere here because the black triangle twisted to the side. If you can see the black triangle, now it's right here. Then now we know here it's already straight, right? Pretty straight here. Now I'm gonna disconnect again. Then now I'm gonna see how to sort them out. Pretty much you disconnect one tubing like that. Then try to go with we wanna go this way. We want this on the top. And do the other side, same thing as well, disconnect it. And try to make it straight. Then we know this is gonna be here like that. Then we hook it up. Every time she can tolerate 20 seconds, so take your time. But you definitely want to do it as quick as possible and hook it back quickly, right? Now it's okay now. You see, it's kind of straight and the black triangle is on the top. It's still a little bit twisted, so we can turn this to the left. Disconnect a little bit, turn the left, because now it's bending this way, then we turn back. Now it's kind of, to me, it's okay. Right, you can see here, I just twisted here. Right, so now it's good. It's pretty good for now, and you can see it's on the top, the black triangle, that's the indicator for you. See if it's laterally curved with the tubing like that way. It's like it's curved down, right? So that's, and if I leave it, it doesn't bounce in, it doesn't twist it doesn't bounce into any direction. So now it should be fine. As you can see here also, it's pretty straight. A little bit here, it's a little bit twisted, but this is fine. We just sort it out. Yeah, that's okay. So we're gonna, for safety, we're gonna wrap them all together and use this Velcro to tighten it up. So now it should be fine. And there's other things we have here with her seatbelt. We put another Velcro here and wrap on top of the circuit, on top of it. So circuit is here on top of the circuit, right? Then the seatbelt here has a little belt, little one. So we just put a clip in. That's it. Now you can see this also solve the air leak problem. Sometimes if this tubing is twisted, and the air leak can happen. Because Jasmine has a cuffless. Jasmine has an uncuffed tray. Now I can see this. If you can see, this circuit is still tilted, like twisted to that way. I want it to be back on the right like that. So I'm gonna turn this to the left. Now it's pretty good. So you feel free to play with it. If you turn to the wrong direction, it's fine. Then you see it's getting worse. Then you twist on the other way. Now, once you play with it, you should know what I'm talking about. But it's very important. It's gonna be avoid granulation. So Finally, you check. Here is good, right? Black triangle right here, and can you see black triangle? Black triangle right here. Then if you go down with this shape, pretty good. Now give a big picture, whole picture of the circuit. Yeah, look here this way. Yeah. So the circuit, it's in place. Good.